All right, everybody, we are in the show. That's such a funny way to start.
That's so crazy because now I got to ask you about that afterwards because that's so fucking funny.
Well, I just don't. I think
don't even seriously.
Let's tell the people at home.
Don't even tell the people. Don't. Colum, do not tell the people. I'll ask you about it afterwards, but that's such a funny thing to be like, and then he would just start this thing.
Oh, yeah, she's dead. Hey, guys,
they've been dead for years.
Oh, you didn't hear you? Yeah, the group suicide. Fuck.
Child molester, every day. Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Your mother's ill. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I apologize. I cut off all of this. Anyway, go ahead. Fuck.
No, it was great with Nathan Macintosh. Tell the folk. No, I swear it wasn't even that scandalous too. All I said was someone's podcast is no more, and you were like,
yes, because I have a story about that. That's why. Okay. So I had no idea.
There is an interesting thing if you go do someone's podcast and then it ends, as does everyone's. But a lot of time it ends because they never quite made it good. Like Ari Shafir's podcast is done. Skeptic Tank, he just said, I did it for 10 years. I need to just not do it anymore.
Yeah.
And you go, I'm glad I was a part of that. Other people, you do a podcast and then 2 weeks later, like, well, I'm not doing it anymore. And you're like, well, I went to Bushwick.
You ever done yeah. I flew down to Mexico City to do this. You ever go to do a podcast and they go, hey, I'm not even going to start it. Like, you're the beginning of a podcast. And then they go, I'm going to build up some episodes, and it's called the Fryer Boys. We talk about air frying and ins and outs. And then you go do a whole episode. Maybe it's 2 hours. You get in depth, and then they go, I'm moving on to something else.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Yo, it's me and the Bubble Boys, and we all have Bubble Bath Boys, and we all get...
Bubble Bath Boys would take off, man.
Did this also sitting in a jacuzzi just trying to talk to someone?
Yeah, that would take off.
Laved up. Yeah, it would work.
Would take off.
That's like a Bert Kreischer show. That's not for you, just...
No shirt. Yeah, you're right. You need no shirt.
You need like a Bert in a jacuzzi with, Mike Tyson works.
Mike Tyson and Bert Kreischer in a tub.
That's what it is, though, nowadays. It's just anyone that's kind of famous goes on each other's podcasts, and you just got, accused rapist Mike Tyson, and he's just hanging out with fucking...
Convicted.
Yes.
He went to jail.
Yes.
But whatever, there's a whole story behind that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I read his book. I like the man. Who knows? Anyways, but he convicted. I don't even know why I corrected you, but convicted, not accused.
Okay.
Accused is a different type of deal.
We've all been accused.
No, but accused is like, I think that guy, and it hangs on you for life.
Yeah.
Convicted is like, he did a thing, and now it's gone. Does that make any sense?
It's worse, you think it is? You think it's
accused
worse?
is worse, I feel.
Because people never got to the truth.
We don't know.
So they've done the crime and moved on. But usually sexual assault is like the one thing where you can go, look, sure, I raped a girl. I was in my early 30s. I did 12 years. Things are different now. I have a podcast. I'm in a jacuzzi with Bert Kreischer and Dave Portnoy.
We don't have fucking shirts. We're talking about how great it is to not have a shirt.
It's just Steve Aoki and all these other podcast goons that just go around and you all just do each other's pods.
Yeah, is it like is this let me ask you this. No, I mean, we're doing one. Is this dead? Is this dead? Is this only for
it could be Dead Man Walking for sure.
The uber famous. Like it's like when I saw that, and I think theirs is done now too, because they were like, how many times I want to talk about fucking, do a Grubhub ad read? But when I saw Barack Obama and Bruce Springsteen had a podcast, you just go, we've jumped every shark. This guy ran the world.
Yes.
This man is full of denim and has 400 albums over 40 fucking 50 years. Like, what else? That's,
I know. What's going on? Why can't you just sit on the yacht?
But what is it about? Yeah, what? How much? Barack's got. I mean, you could go do a speaking engagement for what? $250K for fucking 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Springsteen does MetLife Stadium, 80,000 seats for fucking a week.
Look, what we got to know what their opinions are on the Will Smith slap.
Yes.
All right. These at the end of the day. What's Barack got to say about the Will Smith slap?
Would have deported him. If I was in office, as soon as Will Smith stood up, I would have said, Ghana.
Yes, the opposite of a pardon. Whatever, just get him.
Get him.
Yeah.
Right.
Put him in jail.
Come up, tackle him. They throw him to a small jail. It's the shape of an Oscar. He has to stay in it for the rest of the night, and then they ship that Oscar to a small country outside of this country.
How hard do you reckon that is for the Trump, or for Trump, Biden, Obama to literally just be like, I didn't like that guy in that movie. Get him out of my country. Like, how hard do you reckon that could really fly if he went, okay, and he signs all the foreign...
Which guy? Biden or the other one?
Any of them. Just
T. Diddy, I think people would be jacked. T. Diddy, I think people would be incredibly moved by the fact that a man finally stood up and got the fucking star of fart bus out of here.
Yes.
Like literally hunted him down. They did like a cop style thing where Tucker's running. He's got cameras all over him, and he tackles a guy. Zin flies out of his fucking mouth, and then they ship this man.
Yeah. I got to double check on these all the time. I've recorded so many times, and then I go, oh, that wasn't on. Oh, turns out when the screen is black, that's not recording.
Just love what I just talk about a whole thing, and then you go, yeah.
No. It's so hard. It's so hard to.
I get it.
Continue, but at the same time, I didn't want to just be like, a great bit, dude, but that's not recorded.
Well, buddy, again, it's just going to go right in the trash anyway. Who gives a fuck?
Yes, this is the last episode ever, actually.
Mine too, of doing any podcast. I'm done. I want to move to the woods. I'm done talking. I think I have maybe 8 more minutes left of comedy.
Okay.
And I'm just going to move to a shed.
Nice. Yeah. That's not bad, though. The whole, like, fucking Unabomber head
Teddy
out.
K, dude.
Yeah. It sounds right. It sounds about right. Just head out there, grow some fucking aubergines.
If he wouldn't have, do you know anything about Teddy K?
I saw a little bit about him. Just that, wasn't he like a military vet? Didn't like the world was getting too technology. Moved out to Wyoming? Or somewhere that Dakota, maybe? Wyoming
or Montana or something like that.
One of those openly close enough to Canada type of spots, right?
Yeah. Where you could knock on a tree and talk to Trudeau.
And he was just out there just throwing grenades for fun. Like he was just like in the forest, and he would just like for fun would throw grenades at shit.
He would mail bombs to
fun.
Well, he mailed a bomb to. I think it hit at some point in time. He was like, "All right, I got to stop the moving of technology because we're all going to be eaten by a machine, turned into gray sludge, and just used as some sort of fuel for a fucking robo arm."
Yes, some Terminator style movie. He saw that and went, "All right."
Way before that, but yes.
Was it way before?
Do you know? Real quick, do you know how that movie came about?
Terminator? No.
James Cameron, right? Yeah. Canadian hero, Kapuskasing, Ontario.
Okay.
He had a full fucking nightmare. That all of that happened. That a Terminator came, blah blah blah. The world ends, and he woke up and was like, "What the fuck?" And then started writing it, and it became Terminator 1 and 2. Yeah,
nice.
And then the rest of them, who gives a fuck? But
How
Teddy K,
did he come up with Avatar?
I think he was having
He almost drowned.
Yeah, he was drowned. He was in a pool. He was on the Bubble Boys. He didn't have a shirt on. That movie. And then I'll stop talking. I don't feel I've stopped talking since you started this podcast.
People love it.
No, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, and you love it. You're like, I don't have anything. You're like, I don't have anything to say anyway. So hopefully,
I'm like at work, and when someone else is doing all the
you're like, go ahead. Yeah, we're like, we got 25 minutes left. What the fuck was I saying? Avatar. When I first saw a trailer for Avatar, I swear to you, I was like, this movie's gonna flop so bad. James Cameron's gonna be run out of town. Everybody's gonna laugh.
Yeah.
It made all of the money. It made money that it didn't even have. It made my money, and I haven't seen it to this day.
Yes. Of course, we're all in debt, a little bit of debt because of Avatar.
The national debt is still the way that it is.
But
did you like it?
The first one was all right. I think I tried to rewatch it recently enough, and I was like, that just didn't really age. I don't think it aged well.
Well, you had to see it in theaters with the 3D,
that's
right?
That's the whole thing. And if you watched it without that, it didn't really age well. The storyline is kind of sucks,
Yeah, it's Pocahontas, right?
Yeah, it's just Pocahontas.
I swear to you, if
Dances with Wolves,
I never would have made. There's a reason that I'm not blindly rich.
Yes.
Avatar, wrong bet.
Yes.
Crocs. Wrong. If I could go back in time and put $1 into the Croc franchise, just $1 into the fucking IPL launching
the original
Crocs. Avatar and Crocs, buddy, you could just sit back, snort Arby's.
But Crocs became this old man thing, and now New Balance are like young too. Like Crocs were like the old guy. It's comfortable. Apparently, it's good for your fucking heels or whatever. And then suddenly, just like rappers are wearing them with socks, and like trap rappers are just wearing them. And you go, what happened there? Is it just the way fashion works? Where you go, oh, that's really ugly. In about 10 years, that'll be really popular.
Basically,
you just go through these waves.
Yeah, Crocs. Soon we're gonna have capes again. We're gonna do.
Capes could have a good comeback.
Capes tried to make a comeback a few years ago.
Did they?
Yeah, Cameron had a cape. He tried to have he had a whole fashion show, Dipset fashion show where they had capes. He was gonna sell capes, Cameron capes.
It's not. Look, I don't hate it.
It just wasn't. It was too early. But people do. Yeah, capes.
But if he said to you, "We're gonna sell capes," you go, "That's so stupid." You go, "Exactly."
Yes,
you're right. Of course, it sounds like the dumbest thing in the world. Why wouldn't people be wearing capes in a year?
Capes and Crocs. Getting on a plane.
All you need is Patrick Mahomes to show up Super Bowl final wearing a cape.
100%.
Yeah.
You just need one person, legitimately, to pull off a cape and then go, wow, Nicki Minaj in a cape, get Cardi B in a cape. And people go, I need Crocs and capes. I need to be comfortable down here and then cloaked up here.
Yeah. I just feel like there's no
pockets. There's no...
it could be full of pockets, but then it's like,
you're going to
just wear a coat, right? Did a coat just evolve past a cape? Is a cape just originally like essentially a coat? And then someone's like, I'm going to zip it up, put some pockets in it.
I think you could put a coat over a cape.
No, you can. No, wait, that's reverse. That's like, no.
Cape over a coat?
That's like putting a jacket over a fucking shirt or something.
You can't put fucking pockets in a cape. I mean, if we get pockets in a cape, now we got a weird cardigan. Can we go real quick?
What?
And then I'll let I still haven't introduced the show. As soon as we started. No, it's my fault. I'm not blaming you. I'm saying I just kept talking.
It's great.
Teddy K
yes.
moved away, right? He's a fucking mathematician dude, blah blah blah. He's scared of the goddamn tech. And he blew up, he tried to blow up a plane. He sent a bomb to a another mathematician's guy thing, tried to blow him up in an office.
What? There was a mathematician in an office?
Yeah.
Like some sort of Oppenheimer type of guy?
Either that or some guy where he thought, fuck that guy, I used to work with him. I don't remember exactly, but there was a point in time... where I got...
He's like on this rampage of like trying to slow down technology, and he also just goes, and that guy Bill, I work with, fucking just throw him in there, real. Just lob his first crush, fuck him.
Well, this is part of his fucking problem. Because here's the thing.
Did you read The Many?
Not the whole thing.
Okay.
I've read parts of it.
You got the fucking,
It's written on my back. I got the whole thing. I think it's like the thousands of pages. It's a long time. He lived in the woods. He had nothing to do.
Of course.
Beat off into a jar, write fucking manifestos. I don't know.
Did he collect his cum?
No. But I'm saying, what are you going to do? What are you going to do in the woods? You know what I mean?
That's crazy. My hero collected his cum.
His collect.
Have you ever seen
jars and jars?
The guy who collected all his cum?
No.
Can I show you?
I guess.
I have it saved right.
Is this true?
I swear I saw it.
Where was this man?
Let's type in jars of cum.
Yeah, type that in.
And it's as bad as you would imagine, because it's like it's not like cum stays like cummy. It starts to congelate.
It congeal. I've owned and operated cum, and you can't just like stack it easily. I would also assume that filling a jar with your own
takes a while.
Is going to take some time. Yeah, but so Teddy K, while you're looking for this,
can't
right?
find the cum.
Thank God.
You know what it is?
Colum, you know what?
No, you know what it is? I have a safe filter. I have an app on my phone that stops.
You have VPN? Today's sponsor. Are you tired of finding yourself Googling jars full of cum?
You need to work around through Reddit, try the back roads of the internet to try to find some jars of cum.
Yeah, are you on the dark web so to find a picture of some psychotic man?
Genuinely, I have an app that stops like porn and shit popping up. So
that's pretty good.
Well, it's just like I don't want it near me.
I hear you. I don't
want to just be fucking researching jars of cum, and next thing you know, next thing you know, I'm whacking up.
Well, because there's right beside that, there's the guy that's like, look at all my jars, and then the next video is a woman being like, I'm drinking a jar, and then you go, fuck.
Yeah.
Now I'm knee deep in this.
You're in the rabbit hole.
I'm gonna come and then get Burger King. It's just a vicious cycle of death.
Yeah.
Whatever. I quit at some points in time. I've quit watching porn, and then you go back. But anyway,
it's a filthy little mistress.
It's horrible. The fact that it's free and accessible to all of us, serious to God, is a full-on plight on humanity. And now look, I get it. I am Tucker now. I got a bunch of cameras, but Jesus Christ, as a human man who has a brain, it's awful to be.
What about a guy who's just whacking off from just the power of his brain?
Yeah, it's better.
He's doing it 4 times a day, just whacking off.
It's not great, but it's better.
It's definitely better than a guy who's whacking off once a day watching porn. The guy's whacking off 4 times a day. It's almost like organic chicken versus
sure,
fried chicken.
Yeah. He's free range.
Yeah, his calories are organic. Yeah.
So real quick, and please intro this thing, and you got topics. You gave me the whole list of topics before we came in. The Teddy K,
Yes.
Teddy K, right? Some of his issues, because you read the thing and you go, look, man, he ain't wrong.
Yeah.
What he did though was wrong, and also
Bin Laden had a couple of good points.
oh god, the fact that that's come around is like it's insane. Seriously, it's
I know.
insane.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy.
we've lived long enough. I'm gonna finish this fucking Teddy K thing.
I
But
hope so.
OJ also. I've lived long enough now to see. First of all, I hated the whole OJ story because I was fucking 8.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just want to watch Batman. But
Yeah,
my
of course.
mom always
Yeah.
had it on.
Yeah.
I just was like, can I please watch the fucking Batman animated series? It's so
Yeah.
good. The Joker, you got Clayface.
Yes. Of course.
I hated it. But now I've lived long enough to see.
Princess Diana was kind of similar for me.
I hated it. Same deal.
Yeah.
Can we please
Put on the
get
cartoons.
back
Yeah.
to cartoons?
I need Hey Arnold.
I want to
right
play
now.
I want to play my Super Nintendo. I'm at my nanny's house, and my nanny and my mom are just beating off to
Dude,
fucking
those-
Princess Diana crashing into a wall.
The kids these days don't know the joy because that's too was like when most homes would have just had one TV.
My nanny's house had one TV.
Yeah, so you
that's my
had
great grandmother, by the way. For
Yeah,
people that are like, did this
okay.
guy have a nanny? My great grandmother was called Nanny.
Nana, mine was
There you
Nana.
go. Well, we're but like, there's parts of me and you. It's a different deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm from the Celtic side of Canada, Nova
Yes.
Scotia.
Okay.
Most of the fucking
Oh yeah.
It's New Scotland. Most of
Yeah.
Nova Scotia is fucking Irish or goddamn Scottish people.
Yeah,
you
I
know
got
what
to
mean?
get out to one of those islands up there. Everyone's always asking me to go up to. There's an island that's full of fuck. They all sound Irish.
Newfoundland. Is that what you're talking
Newfoundland.
about?
Yeah. That's the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So Princess Diana.
Princess Diana.
She got killed, right? Is that what we're gonna? I mean, this is almost 30 years later, but this lady was murdered.
It would seem too convenient.
What do you think did it?
You just gotta, when you figure it out, the odds of it not being organized are just.
Yeah, I don't think Prince Harry made the best decision, leaving his entire family and the geese and all that for one lady who was in suits. But then you got you got an uncle who was on Epstein Island, and then you got your mom was probably murdered. I get why you'd leave, but now you're just a guy in LA at an In-N-Out burger.
I know, but the whole he the problem was he wasn't part of the lineage of the throne, and it's only inevitable. It's inevitable that his kids would have got bumped out anyway. Mm-hmm. His kids eventually would have lost it anyway, so he might as well go now, get the money.
Yeah,
You know, because Prince Andrew's kids and all, they don't have any titles because the brother came in. Charles, whoever's King Charles now, was just like, yo, you're out. And you're like, you can't do that. And he goes, I fucking can. I'm the king. Fucking welcome to fucking hell, motherfucker.
welcome to hell. Cut off Prince Andrew's money, I think, or they cut off his security.
Wouldn't you, if he got like whatever, when he got brought to power, wouldn't how cool would it be like, we're invading fucking France
At 80 or whatever?
Yeah,
You're
he just said,
85?
fuck it, we're invading France. Let's
For what?
go.
What are you going to go to France just for fun?
Just because he respects the idea of invading France.
He
'Cause
might. He's
a
old
lot-
enough to remember the times where you go in and conquer, rape,
Yeah.
pillage.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious. A guy, he's got a cape. He goes in there with his cape and his
caped up,
crown, and
yeah.
he starts raping the French personally with a scepter
Yeah, of course.
and taking the place.
He's like, bring me the best fucking women. Yes.
Give me your best French lady. Well, isn't the president of? Okay, moving on real quick. So I hated OJ, I hated Diana, but Teddy K.
Okay. Yes.
Teddy K's real problem was kind of like you said. He went vengeful at things. He started fighting his fucking neighbors.
Did he?
Yes, the people that lived closest to him. There was a guy that lived near him that had like a planing.
That's not a fault.
Oh shit!
Oh my lord. I see that going.
small noise you made.
I saw you put that down. I went, oh, that's crazy. And then I was like, he must have some cool. I was like, I saw you put it there,
That's
and
crazy.
I don't know if you saw
You're right.
it. Watch
Yeah.
the replay on the video. But you see me looking. I go, I've never seen someone put a glass like that. The odds of falling are so high.
Your
And then
noise.
I go, he must have some cool.
Your reaction was so ego. That's gonna fall, and then instantly, I thought I was gonna be able to get it. Okay, I'll I'll hold the goddamn water. But he lived. Now I'm fucked.
Put it on the coffee table.
Oh, then you gotta lean.
It's not.
He's but you got this fucking big league 7-Eleven goddamn can't even fit in a car super mug. I got this
super mugs.
I got a glass.
Now, what am I supposed to bring your own Stanley fucking for you? What am I supposed-
Yeah, I would have brought my own tiny little Stanley Cup thing with a lid. He lived by a guy who owned like a wood planing, cutting something plant. And Teddy K hated the noise of this fucking plant, so he started like fucking with his neighbors.
Yeah.
So, anyways, when they started,
there's a lot of noise. This guy was just working, cutting down trees or something.
Yeah, he's in the woods.
Yeah.
Teddy K basically lived in a
And can you imagine?
not done Home Depot and was mad that they were building it around him.
Yeah.
But again, he's right about the technology stuff. But anyways, so when they start hearing the stories about the news of like whatever Unabomber, he said this, he's writing letters like this. His brother was like, what? And then the neighbor was like, hey man, this kind of sounds like fucking this guy. And that's how they ended up. If he would have just fucked off, only tried to blow up the people that make the stuff.
Yeah.
But he got a little what do you call it? Vengeful.
So do you think if he had predicted correctly, you think he would have went for Steve Jobs? You think Jobs would be on his hit list?
Jobs.
I don't know much about him now. I need to read the man.
Dr. Jobs or Teddy K?
Teddy K, I don't know much about. But I wonder if he
should have been. He probably should have been on the list.
Dr. Jobs.
If you Dr. Jobs, Zuck currently building a goddamn compound underground in Hawaii. Probably.
Is he?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What else do you do? Your other buddy who has the other there's like 4 people, right? So you got Dr. Zuck, yell at your fucking aunt on his app. You got Mr. Books, who turned a book selling company into, now I'm gonna go to space for a little bit. I'm riding a fucking tractor with this hot model who doesn't want to be here. Then you got the other guy.
Is that Jeff Bezos?
There you go.
Mr. Books is Jeff Bezos. And what tractor thing? I don't know about any tractor thing.
He was on. There's a picture of him on a tractor. He's like, she's straddling him this way, and they're both like,
cool as shit. Yeah,
it's like we've lived long enough to see like 4 Lex Luthers, and everybody's just sort of going, they're pretty cool though. I mean, he's got a suit and a thing, and he's in a tractor, and his lady's got tits.
So who else are you gonna bring up? Elon. You're gonna bring up Elon.
Yeah,
Mr. Twitter, Mr. X.
Mr. X.
X is a very evil villain from a movie name to name your company. X, like it's. I'm changing it. It's like Twitter. No.
X also
fucking X
doesn't help with the porn thing.
Doesn't help
in terms of like, you're a man, you're like, I'm gonna get off porn. Then you go, there you go, X. Fuck, that's only 2 X's away from violently beating off to a lady drinking a jar of cum.
I think I might have changed a setting in Twitter to not safe for work. Get rid of all that shit.
Yeah, there's also just porn on there too. It's
all porn. It's also getting people getting their heads chopped off, and I'm like, or someone getting shot in the airport or whatever it is. Where I just
crazy.
I can't just open my phone to be like, oh, I better DM that guy, make sure he's going to be here for my podcast, and then 20 minutes later, I'm either watching someone get their head cut off, or I'm whacking off to someone get their head cut off.
Absolutely,
absolutely. That's what's happening.
No, I know, it's insane. Yeah. I go to check the weather, and now I'm knee deep in a fucking flan recipe or whatever. I don't even know. I even know what I've gone to do. But you got the guy that's building a fucking underground tunnel. You got Mr. Jobs, or Dr. Jobs. You got Mr. Books. And then you got old fucking rockets to space. We're going to Mars, South Africa, right? These probably, and look, I'm just a guy, I don't know anything about dick, because there's also other people out there, fucking Sammy A with OpenAI, and you got Mo G from fucking Google, and then you got Jeff H from fucking Canada. A lot of these people.
Who's Jeff H? I don't know who that one is.
He's the godfather of AI.
Oh, okay.
He worked on it for 1,000 years, and now he's like, it's bad.
Oh, he built it, and
now he's just up in fucking Canada eating Harveys. It's just like, God.
What's the worst about this? So what's the name of the current special you're about to record? Because this wasn't even organized to talk about, but I feel like we just caught up. We just found your track. You know, you're like Jordan Peterson when he just brings it to fucking trans rights somehow.
Hilarious, yes.
He just no.
It's so
Just, no matter what it is, he just goes 10 degrees. I'm back on the track.
Yeah. How was your march? Well,
do you know? Marches lots of men, lots of women,
marching.
And freaks.
People used to march for right, and now they're marching for open sports. Everybody can play basketball. You know, he was at the Cellar one night.
Was he? Recently?
I met him quickly.
Just a while ago, or
it was like let's say a year ago. He was actually
a year ago,
something like that.
Who the fuck was he even with?
I don't know who he was with. He was with a guy that had glasses, but I didn't really see that guy. It was like
he wasn't with a comic. He wasn't like
no. He just came to see a show.
Oh,
and he was at the bar, dude. He wasn't even at the cellar. He was at the bar. So you see everybody getting up, and they got like t-shirts and shit and jeans, and then you see this. Vincent Price looking guy in a full suit.
Yeah.
That's like, and I'm not even trying to make fun of him. It's like weighing him down. He's so gaunt that his suit jacket is pulling him to the earth. Like he's
and it's short for his arms.
Yeah. But it's when I saw him, it was like almost seeing like Bigfoot, because you just go,
no way.
It's like the internet. It's like, what the hell are you doing here? You know?
Yeah.
So I pointed at him.
Are you on stage?
No, I was going in for the next show, and this show was letting out. So he's walking by, and I went, whoa. And he looks at me, and I go, hey, I'm from Canada.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Dr. Peterson?
And he grabbed my hand like my nanny would have. He put my hand in his hand and then did this.
Oh.
Cusped it, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Anyways.
And did he say a little magic fucking...
Oh, but yeah.
He goes, keep the chin up, buddy.
He gave me a talisman with a lobster on it.
He gave you some advice. There's some sort of, keep the chin up. When the odds are against you, that's when a man shows his true power.
Funny. Are you fully against this man?
No, not at all. He's just a funny kind of character.
He is a funny kind of guy.
I actually liked when he first kind of showed up. You go, this guy's like just a professor from Canada, and he's speaking logic about the dangers of policing language. And then you just slowly saw it become like...
well, this is fame, right?
It's a gimmick, but you become a gimmick. It's like anyone that once you're in this content game too, it's like we were saying, this like another thing happens, you go, no, I gotta have a big opinion on this. You can't just be kind of like, nah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And his thing at the beginning was, because Canada was going, if you do not call people by their pronouns, it's you could be fucking punishable by whatever.
Yes.
And he was like, look, I'll call whoever by their whatever they want, but don't make it illegal for me not to do so.
And I think most sane people can agree with that.
You'd think. But now there's a man who's famous, tours theaters, you know what I mean? Reads fucking Uber ads from a goddamn room with classical music played over top of him. created something that didn't necessarily... I don't even think he wasn't trying to create that. He was
just a professor talking, right?
And guy outside.
And now he's
talking.
And then he shows up on Rogan and he wears a tuxedo because like
always wears a suit.
I gotta wear a tuxedo for you, Mr. Rogan, because you are one of the best intellectuals of our day. And he's just like,
and he's wearing like a goddamn KFC t-shirt.
Yeah, he's got like fucking like orc blood on his shoulder.
Yes. He's got like a
some endangered animal.
PS5 fucking Crocs for sure, and then he's talking to another. It's insane. But anyways,
yeah, we do live in this fucking crazy world.
We're mentally, I'd say all of us, seriously, we're all mentally disturbed. We're all in the internet, even when you're outside the internet.
Yeah.
There is no more outside the internet. This is why the world is horrific. And the internet is gorgeous. They keep making the internet better, shinier, faster.
Yeah.
That out there is a fucking gong show for the most part.
Unless you, like we said, get out of there, head up to the mountains, just go to a mountaintop and just chill out.
Yeah, until somebody comes up and is like, well, this would be a great place for a Pizza Hut.
Yes,
you go, what the fuck?
I know, but hopefully you'd be dead slowly. Like, hopefully,
As they're coming up the mountain kind of just, with the Pizza Hut sign, you just fucking pass away.
You just go, I got about 2.5 years before this place is...
I got Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
I was just in Montana.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was only there for a fucking day because whatever, snow, blah, blah, blah. But Montana looks cool as hell. Yeah. And they're going to ban... Well, actually, they were talking about it, but I guess a judge fucking stopped it. They were going to ban TikTok. They did ban it.
In Montana?
Yeah, they were going to ban it. This month, 2024, it was supposed to be banned in the state of Montana, but then a judge was like, no dice. Yeah. I like watching fucking families dance.
Yeah.
Ban it. Ban it.
Well, it's, again, you can't just ban...
Ban it.
You can't just...
At the beginning of this, you were like, let's get fucking T. Diddy to personally kick out actors we don't like.
I know, but no, I didn't. I just said how hard do you reckon how hard is it for him to be like, I don't like this character on this show. I want you to get that actor out of this country.
Don't think it's that hard. Well,
you think it's hard to him just be like, oh, I hate this character.
I think, no joke.
Someone's watching True Detective and he goes, I love this show. And then he goes, he hates this season so much that he's like, get the head writer and fucking send him to Guam.
Yes. Have Guam. Yes. And I want Spielberg to direct this. And I also, there was a guy, who's that guy? The guy that was in She-Devil. Fuck, this is whatever. But anyways, I want him to, T. Diddy, personally, if he wanted to, he could have a bunch of people that would be like jacked about. He could get Alec Baldwin out of here. He could get Alec Baldwin.
I don't think you can. I just don't know that you think You think he could just get me out of me and you out of the country pretty easy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're toast. But I mean,
done.
I
if he just doesn't like Jodie Foster,
he can get
Jodie Foster out of the fucking country.
He can get what I'm saying is, I don't necessarily think he can just get her out of the country. First of all, the next time, yes. The next time, if T. Diddy goes back through the front fucking doors, yes. The next time is a way different situation.
The idea of Trump walking back in there. Well, guess who's home? That's so funny.
For a minute, but play it out in your head.
No, but it was fine.
Play it out.
I know, but what you think he's gonna has an unfinished business? That's what you think it is? He's got unfinished business.
This is where the
I can promise you right now that we'll be fine. And this building's exploding, planes.
No, I think you're right. I think he's going to go in there, clean slate, be like, "Hey, I apologize for all the things I've done."
He's not going to do that.
Yeah, no, buddy. There's going to be vengefulness.
I don't know.
Revenge, dude. There's a fucking list. People are getting fucked.
No, this is what we said last time. Everyone was on the street crying, "Kill me! I'm moving to Canada." And then he kind of didn't really do anything particularly bad.
You know, this is also why...
Like, did he really, truly? Other than the conversation that everyone was having was bad. Everyone was just like on each other's throat all the time. And then as soon as Biden came in, it kind of eased down the culture war. That will get ramped back up again. But realistically, on your day-to-day, what did he do?
We have, again, become... the internet. This is okay to the degree that like do
you think Trump did like a definitive memorable thing that like fucked us, fuck society, or was he kind of just again another cog in the machine?
I'd say the oh god, I don't want to talk about this, okay. because this is the type of thing where then you end up on a list and then there's no list. There's a list, dude. There's a list out there. You don't think there's a fucking list? You think it just moves on? No. There's still people that think he's the fucking guy. That he's not. That he hasn't even left. He's still the guy.
Well, okay, but
January 6th is I don't know. It was a play date.
He's going back in there, dude. So he's getting back in, dude.
Here's what I was going to say to you, though.
He's going back in so hard.
100%. Like the wrestler that he is.
I didn't think he was going to
this time in.
Only right now in this conversation I've realized, oh yeah, he's coming back in.
Because people have over the last few years been like, wasn't he funny? Here's what I'm trying to get to is that like we want to. This is why the internet has fully taken over. People want to be entertained more than they want anything else, right? So fair. Biden got in, and what do people say? And people, whatever. Okay, take whatever the fucking. People go, it's boring. You hear people say this. It's so boring now. No, when he gets up there, he can't talk. He can't do anything. This sucks. Great. You want, personally, the most boring. Get the most boring bowl of Jell-O.
Yeah.
That's possible, who actually has a brain and some kind of empathy. I'm not saying that's him necessarily. I'm saying that should be the goal. People don't want that.
I agree with you.
People want flaming tits.
I know exactly what you mean.
So over the last few years, people have gone like, and you hear comedians do this. Wasn't it funny when he was? It was just funnier. Man?
But look, I think Trump genuine, more entertaining. I don't think that's the right place for politics. I think you shouldn't even know the president's name. I think we should all just be.
It should be selected by. You shouldn't know that you're going in. Somebody should grab you and go, dude.
Like jury duty, accidentally.
100%.
You just like the Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Yes.
You open a can of Pepsi someday.
Yes. And Charlie would have been great. Charlie had empathy and Charlie gave a fuck. Charlie wasn't Veruca Salt.
Yes.
He wasn't just, he didn't want to get on TV. He was just like a kid with a fucking shit sweater whose grandpa danced.
Yeah, his grandpa, the bedridden dancer, dude.
Yes,
of course. He was the bedridden dancer. I've been bedridden for 40 years.
Yeah, so he finally gets up and kicks around the whole room. But we want to be entertained more than anything. And look, I don't know anything about Dick. Look, man, I'm just a fucking guy.
I'm just saying.
From Halifax, Nova Scotia, okay? I know just about, I've had a bunch of donaires in my life. I don't know. I'm just talking.
Of course.
We want to be entertained to this degree. People screaming, right? People like, I want to see that Epstein list. Give me the list.
Yeah.
List comes out. Parts of it, right? Yeah. Same day as Cat Williams.
Yeah, I know.
Cat Williams trumps.
I know.
The pedophile island list of known people who own companies, don't own companies. They might work at your fucking bank. They fly down there and do we forget what happens on a pedophile island? People are fucking children violently, okay? That list of real human people that exist on Earth. gets dominated by a man who's like, I don't like Steve Harvey. And look, I watched the interview too.
Yeah.
What am I? I mean, you know what I mean?
Of course.
But it fully fucking does, because nobody, we don't give a fuck. We want flaming fucking tits, women with cum gurgling out of their fucking mouths, Crocs, death, fun fucking ass times.
I understand. I do understand.
I wasn't trying to. I wasn't even trying to. What do you call it? To get you on board.
No, but now that I feel like you're so, like you have this dark idea of Trump's gonna come in and go, you know what? Fucking Nancy Pelosi's in the bag.
Do you? Okay.
I just don't think he really did that in the last time. I think it was a lot of noise, smoke and mirrors, but the actual running of everything was relatively the same, right? Did that happen during Trump? You know, Biden, we're at war with fucking Russia. You know? We're at war with Russia.
Biden is the reason that Russia went into Ukraine.
No, but I get it. He got involved. You know what I'm saying? It's the same with the money heading over to fund Israel. But there are things that Biden's done that you can...
That would have happened with T. Diddy.
Huh?
T. Diddy would have given money to Israel.
Yeah, he's a Zio guy, is he? He's a Zionist. All right, maybe.
Hey, man, the last 4 years, well, not even the last 4 years, the 4 years from 2020 below, it was just a party. It was a good time.
I'm not saying it was a party, but I just don't think...
I'm not arguing with you. I'm saying it was fun.
Pre-2020?
Yeah, it was a fun time. You know, I used to go on...
no, when Biden got elected, that was a good day. Do you remember that day in New York?
I remember things being...
Everyone was walking... It was like...
way calmer. Just in general, across everything.
The second Biden got elected...
Yeah.
Was like,
well, except the actual second.
Okay, you're right.
Well, a couple people died. People were beaten to death with the American flag. And they're still trying to figure out what happened that day. They're still trying to be like, there's a lot of angles. We got to go. We got to check it out. We don't know. But, you know, I used to go on Red Eye on Fox. You ever do that show?
No, never, no.
You ever been in the Fox building?
No. I know where it is, though.
It's a...
I remember someone burnt the tree down one time.
It's so funny. You're like, I know where it is, though.
Yeah, I've been near it.
If you ever get to go in there...
Someone burnt the Christmas tree down, remember?
Something like that, yes. I do kind of
know that. And there was like
a
terrorist attack or something. There was like a homeless guy.
Yeah.
It was a Muslim terrorist attack, and then it turns out it was just like some random crackhead.
Yes. If you go in that building, it's whatever. You'd have to see it to believe it. It's like there's mop buckets all over the place. It's not what you'd think it is.
Oh.
But anyways, I used to do Red Eye, and this was right at the time when T. Diddy came down the escalator and then was like, I have $9 billion, you know?
Yeah.
And I go, guys, this is like legitimately, and now we're way far past this. So again, it's just 2016 mean talking, okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
2016.
Because now I get where he is. I get what he is.
Yeah.
I am talking about Escalator 9 billion, the wrestling promo. And I said, this is a wrestler, guys. He's in the WWE Hall of Fame. I watched him be inducted. And people yelled at me. They were like, no, he's going to save the country. And then the cameras would shut off and they would turn to me. I'm not kidding. And they would go, and we're talking like fucking, who was there that day? Like Meghan McCain and like whatever.
Yeah.
And they go, you're kidding about the Hall of Fame, right? He's not in the W. I go, no, I saw it.
He's actually in there.
I was there live, 2012, MetLife Stadium, WrestleMania 29. He got booed by 80,000 people. I saw it fucking happen. He was standing beside Bob Backlund. I saw it, and they were like, come on. Look it up.
Yeah.
Look it up. And the fucking Escalator 9 billion is it was a promo.
Yes.
It's a fucking promo, dude. They're all promos.
Yeah.
I don't mean to get this.
No, it's good. It's good.
You're like, you just keep looking at the clock. You're like, if this guy just keeps talking, I don't have to say a word.
It is almost like when we used to do that with teachers in school, where you go, it was like 20 minutes left, and you knew you could get this. There were certain teachers that you could just bring up a question and they would get them going, and you'd like, just 20 minutes left. It's Friday. He hasn't given us homework, and they go, ask him about the fucking Iraq, or whatever, and then he would just go off on a
break his pencil.
You just go, oh, well, we've been through this 1,000 times, but we got to go back to the 70s to start with. And you're like, yes.
Yeah.
No, look, we have an ad read. I'm actually wearing a True Classic shirt. You know True Classics? They're for like dumpy dad bod boys, right? If you're a dad bod boy and you're looking all dumpy and shit, go to True Classic, because the regular shirts that's not a real shape. nowadays we all have too much. We're consuming plastics. Our taints are shrinking. We're all growing man boobs.
Is that true?
That's what Rogan says, and I take everything he says. I love you, Joe.
With a grain of alpha brain. I don't even know. Well, I apologize.
Well, look, we got these shirts. They sent me this. This isn't that bad. I don't even think this is like a dad bod shirt. The t-shirts work. They hug your tits, and see, it's funny because everyone's like, once everyone became like mush-bodied morons, they're like, dad bod is that's the shit, and then you're like, you're not shit, you're dad bod, and the guy's like, well, I'm 21 and I've no kids, I've no what, like,
yeah, been looking at a screen for.
They're like, oh no, you've just got a dad bod. You're like a father of 4. You've got his body, and like, yeah, but I'm 22, and they're like, yeah. So we got these new true classics for all you guys. Guys, it's 2024. It's time to get a sense of style and step into something new from True Classics. These are good shirts. I wear them all the time, and everyone's always going, yo, have you lost weight? And I go, no, not at all. Okay, here's a line. While you're revamping your wardrobe, don't forget about outerwear. Whether you're a bomber jacket kind of guy or love a cashmere sweater, that's this. It must be. True Classics has what you need. All right, verbatim. So, if you're ready to upgrade your closet, shop now with our exclusive link at trueclassic.com/Collie. Save up to 25% off your first order. Make 2024 your most stylish year yet with True Classics. That's trueclassic.com/Collie. Collie. All right, sorry to bring the show to a screeching halt.
You read that like Biden, actually. You read the whole thing. Applause. Pause.
Yeah.
Turnover.
So, True Classic. I remember classic. I had a classic car when I was young.
And this is the other thing. We were talking about this earlier, but like Barack and Springsteen, when you hear guys like that start doing ad reads, you just go, where are we? What has happened?
Yeah.
Like, how much money is...
I never listened to that podcast once.
I didn't either, no, but I'm saying...
Like, what was he... Would he stop and go, guys, 2 days, whatever. About
I would assume, or they got like whatever,
these,
just ads pumped in.
Just some, yeah.
But some of them, very famous people, they have like $500 million. They got a Maserati inside of a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Their wife is just tits.
Yeah.
And they're like, you ever been to a Walmart?
Yeah.
Do you ever not want to go to a Walmart, but you want what's in a Walmart? How about Walmart Plus?
Yeah.
For just $50 a month, we'll ship you whatever you want. Home goods, garden supplies, TVs.
Yeah.
Shirts. WalmartPlus.com for all your fucking just put in code.
Yeah, it depends everyone has their different. Someone sits these guys down and goes, look, talk shit for a year with us, you'll get $10 million or whatever it is, and then they're like, all right, I'll do it. But most comedians are doing it to try just expand their profile or give someone an opportunity to tune in every week,
I
podcasts
get it,
are good for low-level comedians because someone goes, oh, I wonder what they're doing, let me figure out what they're doing.
No, I'm not. I'm saying it's crazy. Even if Barack and Bruce are going to do a podcast, which I think is now defunct.
Yes, it's gone.
I get that, like, you don't want to just do it for what, but like, is it? I guess what I'm trying to get to say to you, are we all just working towards selling Manscaped? Is that really everybody? Like everybody,
yes,
athletes,
everything,
every single human being, leaders, old leaders of the free world.
Yes,
sign up for Manscaped. Trim your bag 4.0.
Yes, but this is the world we're living in, is where everything has to get paid and money. So you need the advert revenue, or it's a subscription model. These are the only two kind of ways you get anything.
Donation.
Yeah. So yes, it's like a donation or like the subscription model, or you get the ads. So I have an ad blocker that I pay for. I have an app blocker on my phone. It's called OneSec, and it stops me from getting into Instagram and Twitter at certain hours of the day, and it's better for your whole day. No, I got to pay $2, and then if I go on YouTube, which I'm going to do now, I'm going to get rid of the ads on YouTube.
They meant right now.
No,
you
not
just
right.
open your laptop.
Yeah, just see what's up there. Now, welcome to another episode called a segment called Scrolling. Although, again, I turned off I accidentally did this on YouTube where I turned off my browser history, and they can't recommend things to me because they don't have my history. And then I keep getting pop-ups going,
Mr. Beast.
But it's empty. When I open Instagram, it's just an empty page.
Oh, wow.
It's just a search bar with no suggestions.
Wow.
And then there's a sign that says, there's like a button that says, do you want us to suggest videos? You need to give us the permission. And I'm like, no, this is the last thing I want to do. Because every time I go on YouTube to like look at a particular thing,
sure,
I immediately there's a video of something. And I click on it and then I'm fucking gone. And it's like
Absolutely.
the best. But they're almost like trying to punish me. Like, we don't suggest things to you anymore. I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted. This is an accidental great thing. But I was thinking, when we have like the AI and the chips in the head and you've got your virtual realities, whatever, the only way that can be paid for is by this is going to be just more advertising. Anything that you allow is going to be more and more and more advertising. And if you don't want advertisements, you're going to have to pay the subscription model. So eventually you're going to be in a situation where you're paying money to not have Coca-Cola adverts flash across your baby's face. And then you associate fucking Coke with fucking...
Hey, you pick your baby up and try to drink it. I mean, Netflix already does that. HBO already has that. You can pay like $5 a month with ads. Or $15 a month without ads. But you know what, man? I might honestly go full fucking spite and just get the cheapest of all of it and just have the ads. I don't care. I remember watching TV. There was commercials. I don't give a fuck.
I know,
you want to put commercials in the middle of my movie? Go ahead. I won't have your goddamn subscription, or I'll own the fucking movie and I'll just play it and there's no goddamn ads in it.
But nowadays you own the movies. It's the problem, because what do you have, a hard drive full of DVDs that you've bought online? Like,
no, I have hard copy movies.
That's what you need. That is the very Ted.
And that's what I got. I bought, because they're going to stop making them. I bought a whole bunch because I go...
Actually hard copy DVDs? And it's also good because if you buy and you watch it, you can then give that to someone. It's not like that when you download a movie. You can't just hand that to your cousin and go, no, I own this now.
There's nothing... You don't own it.
And then one day the streaming service or whatever, they just go defunct. And then it's gone then.
There's also stories on... Amazon, right? People buy a book on Kindle and they're like, I've got a bunch of books. But then Amazon decides we don't sell that book anymore, so they take it from you. Now it's just gone. It just doesn't exist.
So it's like technically, it's just gone out of your pocket.
It's gone.
Dude, there was a fucking thing. They've been doing this with loads of shit though, and it's getting crazy where like those people bought video games and then out of nowhere one day the video game updated and they took away a lot of the stuff. And they were like, oh no, that's a subscription package now. And you're like, you just like that's like coming into my home and just taking a fucking pair of socks out of my drawer. I'm like, no, we've changed the model.
Again, that's why I'll buy, like, I haven't done it yet, but if I do buy a PS5, I'll get the one that has the hard copy. So I can get actual games. And not just be at the mercy of fucking whatever. Because that's another goddamn thing that's like, hey, do you want to be able to kick? Give us $5.
It's just these crazy subscription models, bump it up. There's no such thing as getting a thing anymore. There's no such thing as like, it's like, no, let's not do that. Because even with software, you could like go buy Logic Pro and you would spend $200. Then you just had Logic Pro on your computer. Now they said, no, that's crazy. You pay $20 a month for this. And support the Patreon. It's only $1 a month. Trying to pass these savings onto you folks.
Manscaped.
It's only $1 for the rest of your life.
Guys, you will never have ball hair again if you get the new Manscaped 9.0 Eliminator.
Bro, but nowadays too, with the technology, we're getting more and more fucked. Like in terms of when they make everything electronic, that used to work analog shit, like just mechanical stuff, like old school, like just even electric windows and shit. You know, it's like getting to the point where everything is electronic. There was this guy had a Ford truck and he had a broken backlight and it flooded with water, and that water got into the main system GPU and it broke the entire car.
Wow.
And the entire car, and had to be to fix it was $25,000.
Wow.
The entire because of a broken fucking, like a leak. So that's like the world we're living in, where it's like, oh no, you don't just spill coffee on the fucking anymore. You've just shut down your apartment. People are getting electronic apartments, like an Alexa apartment, where they listen to you all the time. Do you hear that too? There was a guy got his shut down because someone said he said a racist slur. Did you hear that?
That I didn't hear, dude.
Bro.
That I didn't hear, but like, I'll never have an Alexa in my house. I'll never have a smart lock. I'll never have
No.
They're starting to talk about windows in condos that you can put. So instead of looking at right outside your house, you can make the window like Tokyo.
Yes.
See, and this is why I say that, like,
this is the world we're fucking.
The internet is getting better.
Yes.
The outside world, they're just giving up. We've given up on it. We're like, we're moving in here now.
Dude, they'll have virtual reality earplugs, and then you'll just hear birds tweeting, and you look outside, and it's like Venice, and you're like, I love little.
And then, but outside, it's like Biff's 1982. There's big barrels of fire, homeless people with shotguns, just like full death.
That's a different village of
dogs eating whoever goes out there.
Yeah.
But what was so a guy was in his own house.
He's in his own house.
And he said a slur in his house.
No, someone delivered a package to him or something, and then the guy, the guy who delivered the package said, that guy just called me something, and he rang head office, and it's like, that guy just called me the N-word. So then he had one of these Amazon houses where everything like is connected, and they said, you're not allowed to use bad language to our employees. We're shutting it down.
Wow.
And then he couldn't get in and out of his house. Everything was locked. It's just like the house just turns off. Your house turns off, and then you just don't get into your bedroom tonight.
They do that type of stuff in fucking China.
Yeah,
that was here?
That was here, yeah.
That's awesome.
But it's crazy for them to just go dink and then shut your shit down.
Well, but it's also crazy for us to give everything to the 4 fucking people who own the goddamn universe. Like,
that's what I think.
I'll never have an Alexa. I'll never have a Google fucking Echo. I'm not going to talk to my fucking apartment. And Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg can fuck all the fucking way off, even though they already know where we are. Those are 2 guys that can have us killed easily.
Yeah.
If Zuckerberg wanted us eaten by manatees, he could have it done today. And for nothing.
It's probably even past. It's probably like the idea of killing someone is like almost like beyond what he would want to do. It's like, kill him. No, I'll just mildly irritate him for the rest of his life.
Turn his house off.
I'll just, or every time he goes for a Starbucks order, I'll make sure it's delayed 2 minutes. Just a little bit to fuck him all the time.
To drop his credit rating.
Just
because I can. I'll just call the government. I go, yo, Tim,
it's crazy.
Just cut it in half.
You got to question then the idea of if you believe it to be true, is it worth it? Like, it's like you're talking about these windows, which I'm assuming is like sometimes you go into like 7-Elevens and instead of the glass there, it's a screen. And it has all these beautiful Gatorades in a row. And then you open it and it's all just falling apart.
It's awful. I hate those screens. It makes you feel like you're in a shorter aisle. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. So you're saying people don't have that with windows?
Yeah, they're doing it in condos.
And I'm gonna look outside and
you can do whatever you want.
Wow.
Old school Rome. Well, you can have a Caesar rolling past your fucking house.
Like it's too realistic, medieval. It's just like shit and plague and
yes, and people are gonna be fine with that. But then you go outside again.
Yeah.
Sawed-off shotguns, dogs, death, fire.
Absolutely.
And look, I'm going far, right? But what is the path if we just keep making the inside shinier? Internet is what I mean when I say that. And we just forget about the fucking, you know what I mean? People don't look each other in the eyes out there. People can barely have conversations. For the most part, there's still some people that fucking can, but you get what I'm saying. But like, just let's fast forward 10 years. Where the fuck are we going to be? We're going to be inside of our houses. Bezos can just turn it off. Just turn it off. You cannot go.
Yeah, some guy just goes, it's off now. It's off.
Can you sue?
The fact that they
have to look
the
this
fact that
now.
even the government can do certain things like that has always been a point of contention, is it? Where you go, can the government have the right to shut down your bank account? You're giving a private company like Amazon just the opportunity to just go bang.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And there will be people that will be like, well, yeah, but you shouldn't be telling off drivers. Now, should you be telling off drivers? No. But should your entire house shut down because of that? No. That seems insane.
Did you ever see there was a war episode of Black Mirror, and I'm not gonna give away the entire episode here, folks. Did you ever watch Black Mirror?
Yeah. The pig one.
There's a war where he's shooting the aliens. They're killing like aliens. These like weird that they're at war and they're in somewhere in like, you know, it's like Serbia or something, and they're hunting down these aliens and killing the aliens. And it turns out, and then when the guy gets captured by the aliens, and then they take the chip out of his head, and it turns out they're normal people, but the army has installed chips in these people's heads, so they see aliens. So it's easier for you to kill. You're not just killing a brown guy; you're killing an animal, and they train them. But at the end of the episode, the way they reward the soldiers is that this is what they've agreed on beforehand. Is like, right, I'll go in there, put the chip in my head, and when I go back, I'm living in luxury. But it's just what they see. So he shows up at his house, and his house is beautiful. The grass is green. His kids are there. And then in reality, it's just a shack. It's falling apart. But in his mind,
yes.
So do you think that's where we're heading?
Yes.
Where so everyone just walks around pretend. Again, if you don't know it to be fake, is there a major issue here?
Hey man, sure. If you want to play that game,
if I could put something in my brain and it's a nice fucking
Yeah.
sirloin steak and lobster, but I'm actually eating mush, but I think it to be true.
Sure. Like dementia, like somebody with dementia.
Dementia.
Like Al Capone in the last year of his life.
I guess.
You're eating full slop, but to you it's steak.
Yeah, and I'm wearing,
Is there a problem
I'm wearing
with that?
True Classics, but I think it's Armani. It's I get it, dude.
Yeah, you're banging the hottest women. They actually end up being, actual dogs.
Give me the fucking Shallow Hal pill. Let's sign me up for that right now.
I mean, I get it. I'm against it, but I get it, and I understand why people would be like, yeah, just do that to me. Just put the thing in. And
I wrote a fucking no, I didn't write, but I came up with a mean fucking insult for like a comic. She's not pretty. I go, if I just caught watching them, I go, if Shallow Hal saw you, you would look exactly the same. Because she's also a cunt. So she's ugly and a cunty.
Did you say this to her?
No, I didn't, but I'm waiting. I want to do it like on a roast or something someday.
Okay.
I like the idea of Shallow Hal, because when all the good looking people became really ugly because they're bad personalities. But imagine Shallow Hal saw a really ugly person and then the pill comes off and then she's still ugly and you go, oh no, some people actually...
Yeah.
Some people match their personality.
Yeah. Now I'm going to have to ask you who this person is.
Oh, you could probably guess.
Well, you're probably right. If I took some time, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that's so funny that you were like
watching a movie on my own time.
no, that you were like, is that funny? You're like, you know what I mean? We don't laugh at things. We see a thing and we go, and I mean, we do laugh at things, obviously, but like you see a thing. Comedians will come up to you sometimes and like, do you think this is funny? And then they say it to you and you go, yeah, that's funny. And they go, you didn't laugh. And you go,
I know.
Motherfucker, we're doing magic tricks here in a weird way. I see the trick. I get it. It's funny.
Yeah.
You want me to also pretend that like I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I know 100%. Yeah, it's hard. It's sometimes you gotta also feign the thing. Someone goes, I have this idea, and you go. Sometimes, do you ever meet people new and they run by jokes at you too much?
Yes.
Like they like I've had the features like that for the whole weekend, and they're like they tell you like every joke they've written that day. And you're like, chill out, bro.
Yeah, and again, if you don't laugh, they go, "Is it funny?" And you go, "Yeah, no, it's funny. It'll work. It's like it's a funny thing." And they go, "But you didn't laugh." And you go, "Yeah, but I'm not your uncle at a barbecue. Like this is we're all, you know what I mean?"
Yeah. Also, you go, I can just see you do it on stage, because how many times have you told a joke to someone and they're like, "No," and you go, "All right, let me just try," and then you do it on stage, it works, and they're like, "Oh, well, I didn't quite get it that way," or the opposite happens a lot.
Really, all I was trying to say is have confidence in your this lady's an ugly Shallow Hal. You know what I mean?
It's so funny. I go, if Shallow Hal saw you, you'd look exactly.
Well,
the same.
I also have to, for context, I have to, you know what I mean? Like I gotta know. Yeah, that's really what it is. I also have to see this lady. Yeah. So one day on a roast, probably at Skankfest, you'll say this to this person, and then I'll know exactly who it is.
Yeah. What problem is now? I'll bring it up and say it to you, and you're like, "That's one of my closest friends. She's a sweetheart."
Yeah, it's my manager.
Oh, yeah, your manager. No wonder.
Are you looking this person up?
No, I got we have a question from the Patreon. So
okay.
I don't know how long we've been up here for, about an
hour.
All right, let's finish it up with a question from the Patreon. Shout out to the Patreon, folks. $10.08 for the year. That
great.
is a deal. You can get it for $1 a month or $10.08 for the year. And a lot of people are signing up for the year because it's fun little community.
And you get 2 months free.
You get 2 months free. It's also only $1 a month already. Like, it's almost like, it's kind of fucking pathetic.
There's always, you know what's so funny?
Like, it's so pathetic to be like, I give you an extra episode a week, so which is 25 cents you're paying per episode per week, and then I'm giving you a discount on that. Like, I'm like wacky guy.
You're wacky and flippable, 100%. But we all are. Barack Obama, Bruce Springsteen. But this is what's funny. This is always when podcasts you can tell start to like, but people just go, I can't do this anymore. You do a podcast and people go, all right, everybody, sign up for the Patreon. I mean, it's just $3. Come on. The fuck, man. I'm sitting here. I'm recording. I'm editing. You want me to do this for fucking nothing? While you sit there and have a job?
People do say that. They go, I want this for fucking it. They want everything.
People don't. Yeah, 100%.
People want everything for free.
But they want them all for free. What's the problem? Well, who did that?
Who invented the free thing?
Yeah.
YouTube?
What was the beginning of that?
I don't know about the free thing.
Tech. If Teddy K had, you know what I mean? How you couldn't get stuff just for free years and years ago unless you were willing to just straight up and down steal it. Yeah. Like break into somebody's house and fucking take it or jump through a Target window. But now everything comes to your house. Teddy K.
Well, entertainment was that most with commercials. Is that how the commercials changed everything from being you pay for the product to the you are the product, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So I guess with the invention of a television, then that came advertisements. But before that,
Yeah, we gotta go all the way back to 1942.
we're radio. We're going pre-radio. Before when was the first ad?
yeah. What was the first ad? I wonder.
They've been around forever. But I was researching. I can't remember this cunt's name, but we talked about him on a podcast recently. Like I can't remember what it was called. The public relations. He's like called the king of public relations or the prince of public relations. But he invented the term public relations because it used to be known as propaganda. Like that was the industry term.
Yeah.
And then World War II didn't do him any favors. So then he was like, no, we do public relations. And then it turns out the more you research it, the king of public relations was his own term. Like that wasn't like the press did that. He was the press and he also built up, but that guy invented crazy shit. He invented the idea of breakfast being the most important idea of the day, a meal of the day. He went to his doctor. He went to his private doctor and go, would you say that eating after a long time of not eating is good? And the doctor was like, yes. He goes, do you think every doctor would say that? He goes, yes. So he ran a survey and then he said something like 9 out of 10 doctors recommend a healthy breakfast. And then he worked for bacon and orange juice and eggs, and that was not a thing anyone ever did, and now everyone just does that now because this one guy was like just figured out how to lie. Isn't it crazy? Like an entire culture, the American breakfast was just some guy, and it just happened to be orange juice fucking worked for him and apple juice didn't. So apple juice can go fuck your mother's dick. Orange juice is what we drink.
Yeah, I would not even think about having apple juice with breakfast. Wouldn't even think about it. I'm not at recess. It's a different...
If you went to the early 1900s and you said you were having eggs and orange juice for breakfast, they probably said, what are you, a fucking freak from the jungle?
Can I tell you this? If that guy had to run his idea by me and he was like, look, man, just give me a couple bucks and I'd be like, no, man, that's so stupid. That's dumb.
No one's eating eggs for breakfast.
Nobody's going to have bacon first thing.
As soon as we wake up, no one's hungry when they wake up. Everyone just wants to get
Full
up on
grease right away.
That guy rules, though. That guy kind of rules in his own evil way. You know? His uncle was fucking Freud, actually. So he got a lot of his marketing tips from Freud, teaching him how human psychology works. Pretty cool shit.
But yeah, so it's $1. It's $10.08 for the month. For the year.
Join us for the 1008, and then we do questions at the end of the pod so people feel a part of the show. Okay. And then also we have merch that you cannot buy. You can only get it by getting your questions read on the pod. So that's pretty sweet. That's kind of cool. You know, eventually I will sell them. Eventually, I'm not a fucking psycho. I'm trying to build whatever. What would Freud do? This was good because this one worked for both of us, and it'd be interesting to see. This is from Yanni Schlongdays, which evidently this guy set up a podcast when Yanis and Chrissy D had there, and they all gave themselves like silly names like that. Very silly. Most disappointing thing after moving to America. What's the most disappointing? By the way, he moved 4.5 minutes down the road. Really, you know?
Yeah.
You didn't like fucking. You just probably drove here, did you?
No, I flew here.
Oh, you flew?
Yeah, I flew here, but I could have taken a train. I could have taken a train. Yeah. But it's the same because people think like you can just, that's what people like comedians do all the time. They're like, who's from out of town? And somebody goes, Canada. And they go, shut up. You just drove here. It's a different country with a border and laws. You know what I mean? I had to file a whole bunch of fucking paperwork. It's the same deal.
You have to get a new driver's license?
Yes.
Okay,
and I mean, I gotta, you know what I mean? I had to fill out all the stuff.
That's filling out the stuff is the problem, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so yours is farther for sure. Yeah. But we had to go through the same process.
But I also feel like I don't feel terribly foreign here. You know, I speak English relatively. I have a fair idea. There are moments, but I don't feel like a complete like.
But it's different.
It's different enough. But I'm also more. I feel like America's like this cultural, like there is a disease of just it sweeps through you. It starts off as mental illness, and you're acknowledging the mental illness, and then one day you get bitten by the zombie or something, and you're arguing with someone about gun rights, and it takes over.
Yeah,
it's like a fucked up carnival here.
It's 100%. It's a 360 man Royal Rumble. We're all in.
It's a fucked up country of carnival and Denny's and more and guns and fucking trans people using the bathroom, and it's a real fun fucking
bacon, eggs.
Let's do
for
fucking
breakfast.
Shrooms and go see.
But this, I used to say that like if every country was a person, this one is Vince McMahon. It's the greatest marketer of all time.
Yeah,
it has really gotten its message out there because again, Everybody likes to say, you know, because outside of here, America's a shiny fucking place, right? Tits, cars,
Yes.
money.
Yeah.
Like what we see of Connecticut before you get here, only hedges, only mansions.
Yes.
Have you been to some parts of Connecticut?
Oh, Bridgeport. Fucking.
What the fucking fuck?
Bridgeport is nuts. They don't even follow traffic lights up there. They just go straight through the red. They go, nah.
Downtown Hartford at night is not like, you just go, you go, what the fuck?
Yes.
But again, outside of here, Connecticut, come.
Yeah.
Bang an old lady who somehow is a part of the Tang fortune.
Yes.
I'd say that there's a bunch of fucking things. I'd say one thing that shocked me, and I don't think this is across all of America, but maybe it is. I haven't been in a lot of post offices across the fucking country, but walking into a post office, man, and seeing the glass that has to be slid up, slid down. Yeah. That, I'm not kidding. Like these people are lions in a fucking cage. That really depressed, shocked, and I just was
Wait, you don't have that in where you are? Yeah, I don't have like cages. You don't have like.
We don't have postal workers locked in glass.
Behind bulletproof.
Is this what you're asking me?
You don't have that?
Between like 4 sheets of fully automatic weapon bulletproof glass, because both sides will shoot.
Yes,
because the postal workers will slide through the.
The question is, who's at danger here? Is that our safety or for their safety?
Dude, you in Canada?
Yeah,
you can. A lot of post offices, I mean, some post offices are in a fucking Shoppers Drug Mart. You could take a bag of nacho cheese Doritos and throw them at a postal worker. But why would you do that? So why would we have the glass? When I saw that glass, I'm not kidding you, Colum, I went,
yo.
because I think I'm mailing something to my mom, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a card, oh, mom, sunny day, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And you walk in there, you go, holy God.
Someone might throw a fucking parcel at this cunt's head. Is that what you're thinking?
That, but also the glass is off-putting. It's horrifying.
Right? I don't know. I think I probably just grew up in Dublin where there was like so much fucking crime that it's not uncommon for places to be.
You have places in Dublin that are the postal workers are behind glass.
Yeah, because someone will go in with a sawn-off shotgun and demand all the cash. They have a lot of cash behind these post offices. People go collect their social welfare.
I'll tell you,
you get in cash. It's like just because there's money. It's like a bank.
Yeah. Well,
you have a bank behind a teller, right?
If the first place I would have saw that was in Dublin, then I also would have been like, "What the fuck?"
What about the gas stations in poor neighborhoods in Canada? Aren't they all boarded up to prevent fucking gangs from?
I don't.
You don't know?
Believe so, man. Seriously, that's another thing. Like gas stations, you walk in, you go, "This guy's not even in the building. He must be at home on a screen. He's in a fucking dark tunnel, grenades on his back. It's insane."
You go,
two swords.
I need the skittle, and you're pointing at the.
Does that not? And I get it. I understand where we are.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Most people's left leg is a gun, but like. Are we all? It's unsettling. Now you see it enough that you don't. But when I go home, or even when you think about it, you just go, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, it must be crazy. The first time you see it, and you go, like, you have to go, like, why is that? And I go, oh, that's for their safety. It's like, so your job every day is to sit there while someone screams about the cost of stamps in between like fucking things.
Yeah, and also because they went postal. There's a lot of reasons, but you just go. It's horrifying to see as a person who never saw it.
Yeah, but I will say this: what you said about America, I don't think Europeans have this glamorous view of America being fast cars, big tits, fucking stuffed crust pizza. It's kind of like
stuffed crust is such a drop off.
But that's kind of just the world.
I know.
That's the definition of a fucking America's chicken wings, Super Bowl, that type of shit. You know?
Yes,
but I don't think people more see the MAGA rallies, the guns.
That's now
the shooting. I know this is what America was sold.
This is now, yes.
The palm trees, and Pamela Anderson,
yes, the beach, Muscle Beach. But again, this place's marketing is still very much like greatest place. Yeah. Why would you be anywhere else? Which okay, and then, but now you see more stuff.
But you have, it is interesting how governments. I don't know if you ever fucking read it, how governments decide how to police the people, and they go, all right, what we need to do is we'll have like this sort of a fake kind of royal family, and then they'll have all the heat, but they'll keep everyone in charge. And at the marketing of the people that love America the most tend to be the biggest fucking losers you've ever met.
Well,
although I love America, I gotta say, as an immigrant, I do believe we have a little bit more of like, I do love, like, I chose to be here. I went through the things. You just fucking fell out of your mother's cunt, and then I actually went through the effort to be here. So there is parts of it that I love.
When you say biggest losers, because what I would think is the people sort of hurt by America the most, almost, are the people that love America the most. But I think that is, and
the fact that I've even called them losers is probably branding or marketing.
But you could almost say this about every country, but this one for sure.
Yeah.
And you know, this is a religion.
Yeah.
This is a country, but this is a religion. This is the greatest place on earth. Our map in school is only our country. Look at our flag. We have 4 national anthems. And if you don't like it, fuck off, which is the same as like a religion. We got one guy. Here's our thing. Everybody else is wrong.
Yes.
If you question this at all, you ruin a dinner.
Yes.
So people that are grown up completely in it, that have like anyway, I don't know. Again, I don't know anything.
No, it's fun. We don't know anything. Everybody knows we don't know anything. And look, I hope that was it. The greatest disappointment of America was that it wasn't exactly like the place we left. Okay, that's our summary.
I mean,
right
that
there.
bulletproof glass is fucking terrifying.
Yanni Schlong Days, thank you for the questions. Thank you for the Patreon people. Nathan Macintosh, do you want to tell them where they can see you live?
Oh yeah.
Should have done this up top.
Yeah, no, I fucked it up. I started screaming about Teddy K. Yeah, I did that. You know, Instagram, fucking all the things at Nathan Macintosh. I got a special on YouTube called Money Never Wakes. All my dates and stuff are on my website, nathanmacintosh.com. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, come see me on the road. ColumTyrrell.com. Loads of dates. Bye.